This is Sofia, and this is Sofia as well, but also this is Sofia. And even though it's very easy to put Sofia and overall Bulgaria into a box and to say that it's a typical Eastern European city, the truth is Sofia is a little bit different because in its history, which is more than 2000 years, it has been occupied by Romans, Greeks, Ottomans, and it has also been part of the Soviet Union. All this mix of cultures is also very visible in our traditions, in the people, in the architecture, but also in the food as well.
Hi guys, it's your London friend Vasi that loves her city and also loves traveling. But today I have a very special video for you because I'm taking you to my home country, Bulgaria. If you want to see more videos from London or travel related content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and let's grow the curious gang.
And one of the questions which I get very often is where is actually Sofia and Bulgaria? It is of course in Eastern Europe. It is situated in the Balkans and it is in very much in the south because we have borders with Greece, Turkey, also Macedonia, Serbia and Romania. And Bulgaria is actually a great destination for all of you budget travelers because there are so many offers of cheap flights into the country. So in case you're looking for a great offer, this is one of the places you should be looking at. And once you land in Sofia, you can actually directly take the underground and go directly to the city center. And just a tip, if you take the underground, it costs less than €1. It's actually just 80 cents to get from the airport into the city. This is also one of the best ways for you also to move into the city once you are in there because all the stations are quite new, they're pretty modern and also very well maintained. And if you're a tourist, and I mean most probably you don't speak Bulgarian, then this is the only public transport I suggest you using because it is the only place where you will hear English. If you actually prefer taking a taxi because we don't have Uber in Bulgaria, then I suggest you downloading the app of Yellow Taxi because this is like the only way in which you're sure you won't be scammed once you're in the city. Oh, and something which I still haven't mentioned is that the currency that we have is called lev, and 1 lev is equivalent to 50 cents. And let's see what are the best things to do in Sofia. Well, you guys, if you Google this, you will see like tons of churches popping up onto your homepage. But if you're not so much into visiting churches, I still suggest you visiting one for sure, and this is the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral because it's like the symbol of Sofia but also kind of the symbol of Bulgaria, and it is the second biggest Orthodox church in the Balkans, and it was built after our independence from the Ottoman Empire, and it is built in honor of all the 200,000 Russian soldiers that helped in the Russo-Turkish War.
It's really nice. It's really relaxing, like city. You know, like if you look at the church, you know, the gardens, you know, like where kids are playing. You know, it's really like I think it's a really good place for a family.
And if you want to see some Roman ruins, you can visit the ancient Serdica complex, which, fun fact, it was found around 2010 when they were excavating to build a new metro line, and then out of the blue this whole ancient Roman city popped up. And something which I love about Sofia is that it has a lot of natural springs all around, and they have been attracting all types of visitors ever since medieval times, and this is the reason why also the Ottomans have built in hamam and like their typical Turkish baths in the city.
If you're wondering what are these people doing, they're actually filling up lots of bottles with natural spring water, which is there, and you can take it for free, and it's literally like the one that you can buy from the supermarket.
And you guys, when I was giving tours around Sofia, one of the things of which visitors were very surprised about is that we have in the city, of course, Orthodox churches. There is also a working mosque and also a working synagogue. And the most famous building which is left still from communist times, it is this one, which is the former communist party house. But if you're wondering how does more of a regular building left from the communist times looks like, it looks more like this. Yeah, it doesn't really have the same shine to it, does it? Oh my god, I was about to forget a very famous building which personally I don't really like, at least the look of it. It is the National Palace of Culture, which is also known as NDK, and I find it a little bit ugly, but for example my boyfriend Ben loves it. This is the place where you will find a lot of skaters around, or teenagers having a beer or just having a chat around. Especially in summer, it's full of people and it is super lively. A place which you should definitely not miss when you're in the city, it is the National Theatre of Ivan Vazov, which is in neoclassical style. It is super pretty and nice, but also what I love about it is that it is a very nice spot of where people hang out. So cute. It's actually full of graffitis all around the city. I don't know if you have realized it. Some of them were made just from people from self-expression, but others like this one are actually part of the store and of the urban development. So of course people were paid to do it, but if you look around all around the city, you will see many of them.
If it is your cup of tea, I definitely suggest you giving the nightlife in Sofia a shot, because it is actually pretty great. Last time that I was in Sofia, I went out in there, I went to a pretty famous club, I took a cocktail, and the cocktail costed less than 10 euros, which is pretty amazing.
And now let's talk about food in Bulgaria. Well, Bulgarian cuisine might not be as famous as the Italian cuisine or the French one, but I have to say it is still pretty delicious, and something of which personally I'm very proud of is that we have great produce, especially the fresh fruit and veggies in summer.
Vasi gave me 20 seconds to talk about what I think about Bulgarian food. So first of all, I love it. It's full of super yummy dairy products, especially cheese. It's really tasty. Meat is also nice as well. I really like pork. There's a lot of pork stuff. Oh, Vasi's mother pork chops are the best thing in the world. And also compared to the Italian cuisine, the salads Bulgarians make is really delicious and super fresh and yummy.
Oh, and not to forget, we have our own yogurt, and it is like a religion. We're very proud of it. These are a couple of dishes that you should also definitely try. Let me just tell you that if you go to a restaurant in Bulgaria, well, of course we have our traditional restaurants which offer very typical food, but personally I find them a little bit boring, because this is quite the food that my mom would cook for me. So when I go out, I usually prefer going to a little bit more modern places, which usually take typical, I don't know, Italian, French dishes, or American ones, and they kind of put a Bulgarian twist into them, and it's pretty delicious, I have to say.
Here we have this brunch, and this thing is smoked salmon. We have 2 poached eggs,
It looks
and
really
like
delicious.
side salad. How is yours?
Oh my god, it looks fantastic. Look at that, there's so much food.
Oh, okay, yeah, so this is the beef. And
With eggs and like melted cheese.
no, that's not cheese, it's a sauce.
It's a sauce. No, I think there was cheese as well. Like
Oh,
melted
okay.
Gouda. Yeah. And a side salad, always.
And there's like quite a lot of salmon as well. Like the ratio of salmon to bread, it's like of my taste. There is also this sauce in here. How is it?
It's delicious.
And after that we got these pancakes, which were like literally this type of mix of like Bulgarian food with international one.
So here are the pancakes with like tons of jam. I feel like this is mascarpone.
Oh my god, there's so much jam. Wait.
So the cheese that you see in here, this is like the typical Bulgarian cheese. Whereas I think the one that is on top, it's more of a mascarpone, I think, if I'm not wrong.
And now let's talk about money. Well, one of the best things about Bulgaria is that it is pretty cheap, let's be honest. Well, not too cheap, but at the same time, if you're coming from like Western Europe or the UK, then the chances are prices there will be pretty low. For example, if you go to a hotel, the average night it will be around 40 euros per night, but if you decide to spend just like 10 or 20 euros more, then you can actually afford a 5-star hotel, which, come on, I don't think there are many other European countries where you can do that. And talking about food, well, street food, it is very cheap and you can get a meal for just like 1 or 2 euros per person. If you decide to go to a restaurant, then per person it will be around 10 euros. Unless you decide to go like up to a very high-end restaurant, then be up to like 25 euros per person.
You guys, if you're enjoying this content and you want to see more videos from London or travel related content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below because it really helps me out.
Love you all. Bye.